By God in power. So, Dr. Roland, let me switch now. Let me talk about this orphanage. We, say now you get for line up the picking for we and just tell we how that they go because we go at least by the end of October we forget things started. At the repair me also right now. We don't decide for dedicate where I go use na tongue, na free tongue. We'll go for bringing candy. How is that going? How is that going to work? Tell we, how many picking will they look at with our orphans, Dr. Roland? How much picking will they look at?
First of all, I don't go see a pool of a place where one guy get out there picking them. We now orphan picking the past 100. And this guy also, get nasty, they just struggle. And which and again, how you do. So he ready for make any organization or institution where you will take care of that picking house to make a cap. And then, okay, forget about that again. When you go into the interiors, me they concern more about the interiors. You look at all over 100 villages around and go around. You will get over 800 picking them. These are just one area. Which are them villages have to go.
Wow.
And if you want to look at closely the entire region, you'll get well over 1,000 people, 1,000 kids who are out there.
Wow.
Yes. Now the last time I make a song, I say, make we be careful. Nearly 2.5 children are in the verge of going through hunger and starvation.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they begin to suffer. They often they suffer. Picking the worker around, get nothing. But me they see that every day. Now like you. I see that every single day. Every single day I see that.
Dr. Roland, talk to me about how this they affect girl picking them in terms of like prostitution as an example. What's in some of the ages of their young picking where they see where they get themselves because of nobody there is there to care for them when they resort to prostitution. What are some of these ages that you've seen?
And prostitution is so common. Make I tell you something here. When I came nearly 10 years ago, when I was carrying out my empirical research, I'm going to try to find out exactly the rate of prostitution. Stability I'm discovering in this country. When man tell woman say he want them, it they take care of him. Now lie you. That man day, he don't go no say for go pay prostitutes in the street. The money where they spend it pass. Because me say don't go for just get the facts. That lonely area and whatever. I meet one lady. I say, well, how much I will give you for make I'll sleep with you. It gets short term, 150,000 euros, long term, 400,000 euros. So when man calculate that, for if I may go get a school girl, where the life say they take care of, and what me can find out from the research questions then, the same man where they take care of them picking they are so vulnerable, they sleep with them. At the end of the month, it is just getting like 400,000 euros, 300,000 for buy provisions. So if you calculate that money, if now prostitutes they pay out in the street, it is spend more. Right. So try in a cheap way, forget. So now indirect prostitution, and they go on in this country.
And it's small picking them, that's it. Young
small picking them, yeah. Yes, small picking them. Now, you go and they club them. And then street them, working later times how they come. You just see them and so they pack so. And make them go far. One picking, small picking, named Elfrida. I call him personally. Elfrida, at the age of 15 years, in the go one school when they call Free Pentecostal, that picking he left in Ghanaian house. Now street he end up with him friends and go rent house for them. For prostitute. Many they go pay for sex. Now the beginner move from McKinney, he did Freetown now. Then Calabar town area. And in group, there may be about 10 of them.
Wow.
Below the age of 15. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So this actually, it don't puncture with generation where they come. Poverty don't really puncture them. And if you look at the whole thing, make I like you, I blame the system of the government. 100%.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%.
Yes.
Failure of
Honestly.
government.
Yes. So this is happening exactly in this country. Prostitution is a lot.
It is sad.
You know.
It is sad.
McKinney, when we both could tell me, you know, when they could tell me that this are prostitutes, these are prostitutes, these are prostitutes. In fact, now they didn't even hide them. The woman, they didn't hide them.
Wow.
Yes. They didn't hide them. 14, 15, 16, teenagers.
Wow.
And you get some lucky man the way they tell you, say, is it Petito or Petito or Petito? They get their names when they call them Pekin also.
Wow.
They say they go for them Petito. So a nice sponsor Pekin they go for.
Wow.
I know it's pleasure when they get there.
Wow. You know, Roland, it's going to take a revolution for turnaround with country, for sure. It has to take a mindset of people, them like-minded Sierra Leoneans, them, where you look back with Singapore as an example. You know, 60 years ago, they said, you know what? We're going to change the narrative. We're not going to let these people call us basket cases. You know, that is what we need in Sierra Leone. Leaders that will think alike and say, you know what? Enough of the sufferings of our people. Because today, the stakeholders, them, they are listening to this. They will hear this. The ones that should stand up and fight for the people. They say, you know what's in? Everybody is on their own. And that is the nation that we have. You are on your own. Nobody cares. Government does not care. They care about taking your money for the taxes and everything, but they don't care about your well-being, and that is what we have. But Dr. Roland.
Brother Ibrahim, I'm not cutting you. I want to say something. I blame against journalists in this country. Hey, I'm a witness. If it goes to the extreme, I'll call their names. Journalists, these radio stations, if a sober president, a sober man comes and become a president in this nation, let him close some of these radio stations in the country. Most of the radio stations that they promote them wicked, twisted politicians.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And promote them wicked politicians in this country. Like say, then they get them brand envelope all the time. They know the bad things going, they need to come.
Yeah. Then they skew the news.
And they get the mind to the radio station, then they promote them on the radio station and the programs them. Imagine that?
It's a shame.
It's a shame. And I believe God must raise a army in this nation, not a army for faith with guns, so a army where they promote democracy, human rights, where they come. God must raise a leader in this nation. We get the love of in people them, and we're gonna live a selfless life. Then God they prepare their people in it. God never prepare them. It's just a matter of time.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad with what they do, you know. When I get the right for make the people and become aware where should they go on. And through our programs, a lot of people don't become aware of their human rights. Oh, trust me. It's good.
That's
gone are those days when they were blind. When our people their eyes are not open.
That is beautiful and that is good to know. You know, Dr. Roland, please line up for at least for start. We'll start with 10 picking them because me bungalow I get, the also I get Sonatong. I get 4 bedrooms.
Yes.
So definitely, I think there is enough space to start with 10. And then we go see how the diaspora, you know, based on the supports where they come, definitely we'll go for expand more. But the key, of course, we have to start with a registration. You know, so we want to make sure we register the organization and everything. Now I make us say me targets by the end of October. But please, whatever we need to do, me and you will go for talk off the sides, and we'll go for talk to our sister Lydia as well. We'll involve her in this. Then we plan accordingly to see where we want to start and how we want to start. But at least we want to start with 10 picking them. So I mark them for you know, brilliant picking them. Where, you know, say definitely they could be that generation. We also go bless their life. And then, you know, we'll go on and on and on. This is going to be a big thing, Brother Roland. You know? So, we're going to continue doing what we're doing to sensitize and educate our people because that's what it takes. An educated nation definitely would move forth, you know, but without, they say, you know, education, where that for education make we people in the suffer, like how they suffer like today. And that is what, like how you mentioned, say these politicians, they've been hiding and holding the facts from these people. They don't want the people to see the better side of life. They want for continue for suffer them, you know, continue for drown them so they would not see. Brother Roland, those days are over when we picking them for the past with Boston Supply. Those days are over. Enough will happen again in this 24th century. A nation of 7 million people. That is my belief with everything that we have. When you talk about human capital, with everything that we have, resources. But Roland, the government don't even sponsor agriculture for let people for plant walrus instead of the import rest. I don't want to open up another kind of worms for you because I know I will get you excited, you know. But but it's so much stuff.
Talk about that agriculture business or whatever.
Oh yes.
I mean, imagine even me. Where I did tell them say, I get a problem with the tractor. Yeah, is that what Amazon charged me first? 81 million euros. 81 million.
Wow.
For plow the 200 about 200 acres. 81 million. And the talk say the tractors them now government tractors they move.
Right.
It's all about nepotism, favoritism, but you know it's okay. It's okay. You know, if they do they feel say that's the right thing. You know, all right. But I know it's not the right thing. You know,
Sad.
So imagine you get a population in this country. We only rely on rice.
Yeah.
You know how much they pay for import rice? You know how many millions of dollars they pay?
Millions. I can imagine. Hundreds of millions.
Why they use that millions of rice to empower farmers in the country? It will save a lot of money.
Oh yes. But no, because right, everybody they get in cuts today. Minister get your own cuts, the Lebanese get in cuts. Why don't the imports get in cuts?
Exactly.
That is the problem.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. And we get fertile land in this country. Fertile, the land is fertile.
Oh man, talk about fertility. Jesus Christ. The other day I see the news and I watch a country like them, Madagascar. Those people are going through famine. And picking they die right now. They're going through famine because of what to do. Years of corruption with the government in Africa. Now make us say, tell God thank you we not get snow or we not get, because people die every year in droves. Because one grandma went for supply for pay the money for let him get the gas for kind of people else there. He go eat the money to himself. People go die of cold. God get reason for everything that we're going through. But I think say like I will say again, brother Roland, let me not get you excited. We're gonna find a day where you get for in a free tour, where you get good signal. We'll come and talk about like the project with the housing and everything. I'll go for a little share with people that didn't understand the story behind all of that. But for now, I think say we have to get some results. So the orphanage is the biggest thing for me. Line the picking them up. Fentemlo get good signal. We'll go talk again, myself and Lydia with you. And let we plan accordingly and properly. But thank you, Dr. Roland. Let me let you go. It's late now. Thank you so much for taking the time. God bless you, my brother. Okay, brother. Stay safe.
God bless you too.
Awesome.
Okay,
all right. Okay, guys. So, guys, this live is almost 2 hours. I'm so sorry. I don't even mean for like go 20 minutes. I swear to God, I didn't mean for this live to go 20 minutes. God have mercy. But anyways, okay. I have to prepare because I even have a session with people at 8 o'clock now. I'm prepare myself properly for that. But anyways, okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening.